Hello, and welcome to episode 50 of the Slightly Biased Podcast. I'm Vinny.
I'm Grayson.
And I'm Tony.
Tony's back.
Very special episode.
Fan demand. They wanted the TB tuberculosis in their system, so we got him back for you guys.
The Tony Bologna himself.
I just got that reference.
Sick.
It took me a second.
Sick.
Tuberculosis.
Yeah, it did.
People
I
died.
won't lie.
People died.
A lot of people died.
It was a very tough time for us. I am standing for this podcast because I don't want to fall asleep. Grayson's sitting, as well as Tony.
He's already sweating.
He's been up since 4 a.m.
4
It's been a
a.m.?
long day.
It's now almost 7 p.m. My goodness, almost
Yikesies.
bedtime.
How was your week?
So week 2, new job. Week
Yeah,
2,
how
new
do you like
job.
it?
Yeah.
How was it?
I got a cubicle now. I got a computer.
Ooh.
Fancy.
2 monitors.
You
I
didn't have one for the first week?
I was only there for the first 3 days of last week. Then I had drill. But
Oh, that makes sense.
took a couple
So they
days
didn't give you a
in
computer?
process.
So they didn't give you a computer?
And then not until Tuesday. Monday was a snow day, actually. So
Well, that's cool. I did not have a snow day Monday.
Yeah, no. I went into the office. For the listeners, if you might not be aware, we had 12 inches of snow that day, approximately, in various parts of the state.
I say I got about
Tri-state
12,
area.
12
Yeah.
inches.
You got about 12 inches, Tony
Yeah.
Bologna?
12 whole inches. It was deep.
And then I went in to work, drove in, got to the office, and the office's parking lot was not plowed.
Oh,
And I got
think
there
of an SUV.
and I got there late. So, and nobody was in the parking lot. So I'm like, okay, well, the office is closed. There's no one here. The parking lot is unplowed and empty, and there's no cars in it. So I was like, well, fuck. Like, what do I do? So I like pulled over to the side of the road, went up, like put my hazards on, went upstairs into the office, grabbed my laptop, went back downstairs, and took my laptop home with me.
See, I lucked out and took my laptop home on Friday because I was going to do some work over the weekend. Didn't actually do work over the weekend. However, I lucked out and was
you
able to
already
work
had
from home on Monday.
It was a good move.
It was a good time.
Since I didn't have a laptop, I couldn't telework.
Yeah. They literally
Shrug.
didn't give you a laptop until after drill. It's weird.
In processing.
Hmm.
I don't
Most
make the rules,
companies-
Grayson. I just follow them to the T.
You'd think you'd get it day one.
You'd think
Yeah,
so.
you would think they would want you to work all the days that you're there.
No, they're like, you just relax, man. Crack a beer.
This is the Army.
It's not. It's not the Army.
Is
That
it
was,
not
an,
the
that was an
Army?
intentionally ignorant joke.
Why are you so ignorant?
I'm too ignorant to be in the Army.
Yeah. So I went to the gym. I went back to the gym for real this week.
Oh?
Yeah.
You been
My
running?
body's like, the fuck is this shit?
You been running too?
I've been running. I got a half marathon in October.
I'm sorry.
Is this your stand-up routine? It feels like a stand-up routine.
This is I like it. Yeah.
It's like because he's standing up and pacing.
Without his headphones on.
Yeah,
I don't need 'em.
You can't really
He's
hear
going in
us
deaf.
the same way that we can hear each other.
That's perfect.
It's okay.
I'll hear it in post.
Okay.
Yeah. Went running. Used a rowing machine for the first time in my life this week.
You mean a treadmill?
Nope. I went running and used a rowing machine.
What is a running machine?
Rowing machine.
Oh, a rowing machine.
Rowing.
Gotcha.
Yep. And that's been my week. I've been getting up at 4 almost every day, making my lunch.
Is that to get to work?
I leave for work. I get to work at 6.
Ugh.
I work till 2 or 2-ish usually.
That's not that bad.
Too early.
I'm 30 years. I'm an adult, Grayson. When you're an adult, you'll
Too early
understand.
to wake up.
You wanna
It is too early to wake up, but I respect getting out of work early.
You got to maximize your afternoons, Grayson.
I think we talked about this last week, but my coworker also does the same thing.
Yeah.
It's really annoying actually for the third coworker and me because we work normal hours and we need him for things and he's just not there.
Maybe the
In
normal
the
hours.
afternoons,
Yeah, he leaves it too, and we
The
just are
normal
like,
hours should be 6 a.m. to 2 p.m.
no, the entire rest of the office does not run on those hours. It's
Is he a
only him.
janitor?
No, he's the senior developer.
My God.
Yeah.
Seniority.
Dan likes his afternoons.
Literally all he does is go home and play video games. And then,
That's pretty legit.
but
27. How old is he?
27.
Okay.
But
I'll allow it. So he's 30.
he whines incessantly about not getting to play enough video. Like, if he has to leave work half an hour late because he's talking to the boss or because, like, he was at City Hall the other day for something, and he was like, oh, I had to get home, and it took me, like, an extra half hour to get home. I'm like, you still got home before 3, though, right? And he was like, yeah. I'm like,
Is he a normal guy?
oh, no, you lost half an hour of playing video
Is he like
games.
is he in shape?
What?
Is he a shape?
Is he a shape?
Yeah. Is he like an oval?
He's a human shape.
Is he? I don't want.
No. He plays a lot of Beat Saber, so he's a pretty good shape.
Triangle
nice.
shape.
Nice.
Yeah, he looks like Johnny Bravo. No. Yeah, he's a pretty normal. I like him a lot. We play video games when I play. I haven't been playing as much as I would like, but he's been playing more than than I would like. So
you just gave him your hours.
Yeah, my video game hours. He takes them all. Yeah, anything that I could have been playing, he just soaks them all up. No, I don't know. I've just been doing like human stuff with people.
Human stuff.
That's like
sounds better than video games.
That sounds like a line, but that's like actually the reason why I haven't really been playing as much. It's just like I've just been doing other like people stuff. So yeah, it's like
That's cool, man.
I'm walking this like really weird line between being a like typical, or it's like an internal struggle between like being the prototypical gamer like coder dude and like who goes home and plays video games all day, and like normal, like well, not normal, but like whatever people think normal is when they scoff at someone who's too normal, and they like go to a bar all the time and like talk to people and like go on dates and stuff.
I guess if you want to call it normal, I see you have the typical coder and you have the bro coder, and that's the line that you're going back and forth between. Do you go to the gym?
No, I don't go to the gym, but I am dangerously close to programmer territory.
As long as you don't go to the gym, you can't fall into that category.
I want to go to the gym though.
Well, then you're gonna fall into that category.
It's that like pull. I'm feeling pulled towards being a programmer.
As soon as you start going, that's when it flips.
Yeah.
That's when you cross that line.
I could play more video games, or I could choose to go to the gym.
That's usually how it goes.
That's the choice that is keeping me out.
You could play Wii Fit.
You can tell which choice I've made.
That gym bod gives it all away. My coworker though, he plays a lot of Beat Saber, so he actually like is not pear shaped because he keeps it healthy and like makes himself sandwiches for lunch and doesn't eat burgers every day.
Beat Saber is the one VR game I haven't played yet.
Do you eat burgers for lunch?
No. Do I look like I eat burgers for lunch?
I don't know. You maybe have a fast metabolism.
I wish I could eat burgers for lunch. There's not really any good burger places in Kendall Square.
No, there's not.
Sometimes I see you on the Snapchat map when I'm bored. I'll be like,
I am on Snapchat map.
I'm like, hey,
Snap.
Should we get to the news? Do some news?
I don't know. Whatever you want to do. I don't give a shit. I'm just here for the stand-up routine.
All right. Well,
I'm just
how about
here.
this? How about this? I'm gonna pitch news headlines at you, and you're gonna give me your take on them as your stand-up bit, right?
Great.
So this is the new game. The new game that I just came up with. Yep.
This is a game.
Okay.
This is called Beat Saber.
Yeah.
You got to start flailing your arms around and throwing mics everywhere.
It's Walk the Beat Saber.
Wow.
So here's the first question. I'm gonna do the non-depressing news stories for this. Here's a good one. Is Ash Wednesday stupid?
What's Ash Wednesday?
Ash Wednesday
Good question.
is a religious holiday. It starts Lent.
It's the first day of Lent, correct?
And it starts Mardi Gras.
Nope, that's
Damn.
not correct.
Is it the day after Mardi Gras?
No, it is always
the day after Fat Tuesday.
It is the day after Fat Tuesday, and it is the first day of Lent. It's a Catholic religious observance day, and it is a day where you've definitely seen this. A bunch of weirdos walking around with with crosses on their foreheads.
You're literally calling
ashes.
them weirdos. You're pretty open. You're criticizing religion.
You've
right
definitely
now.
seen this before.
I can recall seeing it once.
You've definitely seen
I don't
this before.
see
I've
it
done
very
this.
widespread.
It's not very frequent.
It's very
It's
Catholic.
not-
At least
not
in this
common.
area. At least in this area.
There are some like places that it is much more common, but around here it's not very common. So this was in the news because there was a teacher at I think in somewhere in is Utah where Salt Lake City is?
Yes.
Yeah, somewhere in Utah, because it was the Salt Lake City Times that had the story. There was a teacher somewhere in Utah that had their 4th grade student wash the ash cross off their forehead because they thought it was inappropriate.
You can't do that, man. You can't do that.
That's a no-no.
But they didn't know. The teacher didn't know what it was.
Yeah, because they're all fucking Mormons.
I don't believe that. Oh,
I do. We don't know how.
That is true.
We don't know how old the teacher was. They could have been like a 24-year-old teacher.
Okay.
Like a brand new teacher. And they could have just never seen it before. So, I mean, I would believe that that there is a teacher somewhere in the United States that's never heard of Ash Wednesday.
I believe it.
I mean, all you have to say that it is for Ash Wednesday, and I did hear about this story, and I thought the kid did tell the teacher.
The kid did try to explain it,
and it's like it's for Ash Wednesday. It's my religion.
Yeah,
and the teacher's like, nope, go wash it off.
Yeah, no, that's silly. Wash it off was what or something like that. It's not appropriate. What's your take on this, Cyclops?
I'm playing Beat Saber.
Okay, Vinny has rotated his headphones to cover his eyes.
I think that teacher's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the teacher's an idiot.
Yeah, she's a fucking idiot. That's my take. She's
okay.
a dumb.
No,
she's a dumb-dumb.
We did ask for your take. So the teacher's a dumb-dumb?
Teacher's a dumb-dumb.
You need to put those headphones back on because your volume is up and down all over.
That's fine. I'll normalize it.
Sure.
It gives me a headache is hearing the fucking loud voices.
We can turn your... Oh, you know what? I'm sorry.
No,
I turned your
me
gain
up.
up. You're right.
I'm a child.
I'm sorry. Here. That should fix it. So that's his take, is that the teacher is dumb.
She's dumb.
It's a valid
dumb.
Okay. What do you think of R. Kelly being taken into custody following an alimony hearing in which he declined to pay $160,000 in alimony?
The guy is fucking broke.
Yeah.
we knew that.
We knew he's broke.
I mean, he's a piece of shit.
Also true.
Did you see his interview he had with
he was crying
the journalist, and he's like standing up screaming like, I'm innocent, I'm ruined, yada yada yada. You're also a pedophile.
Crocodile tears.
Yeah.
Pedophile,
get the
deadbeat,
fuck out of here.
Yep.
broke.
Yeah.
R. Kelly
Has been.
Yeah.
Robert.
The list can go on
been.
and on.
Robert Kelly.
Actually, I don't believe he's a has-been.
These are all
because
very
he
hot
does
takes.
usually sell out shows, I thought.
Really?
I thought so.
Oh,
I
that's
thought he was
impressive.
still very popular.
That is impressive.
Yeah, the kids love him. Oh,
Kid-
other way
kids
around.
and
Other
women.
way around.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh my God. I'm moving right on. There was a trash truck that dumped its load all over the street in Dorchester.
I heard about this.
Oh, I haven't heard about this one.
This was this
Down-
morning. or yesterday.
Yeah,
One
no,
of
it was
those
this
days.
morning. It was this morning. Down in Dorchester, a dump truck dumped its whole load all over the street over like 5 blocks.
Damn.
Blocked an entire street full of
Why?
trash.
There must have been a
What
lot
was
of
the
fiber in that truck.
Mechanical accident
no.
on the truck.
Yikes.
Truck failed.
Yikes.
Yeah, they had to close down that whole road.
You know, birds don't have a sphincter, so they just poop whenever they have to poop. They
What-
have
what
no
was
control
the
over
load?
it.
It's called a cloaca.
Damn.
Yeah.
You should be a teacher in Utah.
Lizards have them too.
What was its load?
Trash.
Just trash.
Did I say dump truck?
You said dump truck. That's
trash
why I
truck.
asked. Trash
Trash
truck.
truck.
Okay.
Trash, yeah.
Trash truck.
A trash truck.
That's
dumped its load.
worse.
Yeah.
That is worse. I'd rather like dirt everywhere. Not that big of a deal. Trash. Ooh, the smell. Trying to clean that up.
Garbage.
No, thank you.
The garbage was everywhere.
Yeah.
In other news, it's fucking cold out.
Yes, but it's going to warm up this weekend. It's going
I
to
wouldn't know.
increase.
It's fucking cold. I was looking at a thing that said that the past 4 or 5 days in a row have been 10 degrees below historic record.
But this just proves global warming doesn't exist.
You're right. Climate and weather are the same thing.
We got it.
Good one. Good hot take, Mr. Stand-Up.
I want to know if the average temperature of March is lower than January, because we had some pretty hot days in January.
It is. I think March is colder on average than January.
Oh,
Makes sense.
well,
Deeper in winter, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why. But they actually, the
It's
way they do
weird.
it is they look at historic temperatures for a day in March. So the third day of March is the historic temperature. Like they don't count different days of the month against each other. They only count historic temperatures of the third day of March against previous years for that day in March.
well, yeah.
So for the past like 4 or 5 days, every day has been 10 degrees colder than the like average historical value for that day of the month historically. So yeah, that's a thing. It's fucking cold out.
Yeah. It's going to be warm up, though.
Saw a
It's going to be in
sign.
the 40s soon.
Saw a clever sign that said I'm freezing my vowels off.
That's a save
Is
more
that the
liquor
sign that you had on
My
your
story, yeah.
Yeah.
story? Yep.
It's
Did you
this-
get it now?
I had no idea what you were trying to
Yep.
show. I was like, what's going on?
It's very clever. You have to be big brain to figure it out.
I'm
Yeah.
not big brain.
You
Not big
should
brain.
be a student in Utah.
He should be the teacher in Utah.
Yeah.
I think I would
should've
fall
been-
into the student
I
status.
should have been I should have been the teacher in Utah. Okay, this is the hottest take that Vinny is going to give us.
Oh my
Listen to-
God.
I'm leading him
I'm
up.
ready.
I'm talking him up for this point right here. Ready?
plead the
Billionaires should not exist.
But why?
Yes or no?
I'm going to say they should. I guess they should exist.
Tony's laughing.
They should exist.
No, they should. I'm
They-
sorry.
they
This is your
should,
take.
But they should if
Why?
But you got to fix the tax rules. That's the big. If
Okay.
you fix the tax rules, you get certain point they get tax higher rates. I'm cool with the
Are you
billionaires.
talking
then.
about marginal tax rates?
Sure.
Vinny? Okay.
AOC is gonna fix it or some shit. but I'm okay with billionaires. If they,
You're okay with billionaires?
if they're not corrupt scumbags.
Are you okay
I'm okay
with the wealth gap? Are you okay with income inequality?
I want to fix the tax rates first, and then we'll go back to this in 5 years.
All right.
This
is a huge problem.
If this changes it, and it might correct a lot of problems, and you gotta,
I don't think marginal tax rates are going to fix income inequality.
You gotta attack the WalMarts too. The WalMarts need to be attacked.
You need the Walmart. You need John Walmart to go down. You need John Target to go down.
No, because they gotta fucking pay their employees better. We have to take care of that shit.
How do we do that? Do we shame them or do we legislate them?
Legislate.
That's the right answer. Thank you.
Shaming's not gonna do anything.
Correct.
You can be on Twitter all day being like, Walmart's fucking evil. They don't pay their employees. Walmart's going to be like,
Walmart does not care.
Rubbing their face like dollar bills, like $100 bills, like, oh no, not my feelings. No, I don't care about you. You're going to die pretty soon.
Oh, you have disabilities? Too bad.
You can't afford health care. You'll be dead.
We don't like greeters. Yeah,
I'm curious to know where this headline came from.
Okay, no, this is just a talking point.
Oh, just a talking point.
This is just this is not a headline. This is
because I was like, I'm curious to know where this goes.
This is
like,
a trend of anti-billionaire sentiment that is growing fast.
Why?
There is a trend that says that billionaires should not exist because income inequality and wealth inequality are both caused by the same problem. Billionaires. Guess who caused the rent problem?
Donald Trump. Billionaires.
Billionaires and Donald Trump.
Even though he's not worth he has no money
Donald
anyway.
Trump's father, Fred Trump, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fucking ghoul.
The rent, what is it? Slumlord. The slumlord Fred Trump.
Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, billionaires are the reasons why most of life is shitty in the specific ways that it's shitty.
I feel like it's just so broad to say that it's all the billionaires' fault.
It's not every billionaire, but everyone who is causing the problem is a billionaire. And not every billionaire is causing problems. Some billionaires are very philanthropic. This water is
like
very
Bill Gates.
Yeah, like Bill Gates, like Bill and Miranda.
But he's a good
Gates
guy.
Foundation.
They're good guys.
The
Bill Gates is a good person.
The Bill and Miranda Gates Foundation is like one of the leading charitable foundations in the world. So yeah, no, there are exceptions to this, but everyone else who is evil is also a billionaire.
Wait, you're telling me I don't need $1 billion to survive in this world?
Yeah, you actually, contrary to popular
do it with
belief,
like 50 million.
You do not actually need $1 billion for literally anything.
Do not tell Kylie Jenner that.
How am I going to buy a small country?
You shouldn't is the answer.
What if I wanted my own small country?
Too bad.
Start your own right here.
Yeah. What is that episode of Family Guy or the episode of The Simpsons?
That's like the first
I
season
could buy
Family
this
Guy.
building with billions of dollars.
You could buy a lot of buildings with
a lot of buildings.
Dollars.
I could buy a plot of land to build this building and just copy it. Direct copy.
Probably the plot of land behind this building since it's just dirt.
I honestly haven't seen the back of that building.
You don't even need to build a road back there. You could just take the dirt over there and put another copy of this place there.
There is a lot of dirt over there. I do know.
It's that way.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of dirt over there.
You know what's in dirt? Anthrax. Be careful.
Gross. You made a reference a second ago to the
Kylie Jenner.
Kylie Jenner
is the
youngest
self-made billionaire ever.
Hold on.
I love the self-made.
You need to caveat that with very heavy verbal air quotes around self-made. Try again.
Thanks to RJ, she is now the world's youngest self-made billionaire.
The youngest, quote, self-made billionaire. That's how you say it. You say self-made billionaire.
Like, I understand that, like, good for her. She has some pretty good investments into, like, businesses and such. But, like, there's self-made is a stretch.
It's a big fucking stretch.
Really big stretch to say that. Like, some of these billionaires actually were self-made and came from absolutely nothing. Like,
it's like saying that George W. Bush is a self-made president, or JFK is a self-made senator.
His dad bought that election, JFK's dad.
Right.
It's rigged.
Yeah. Or attorney. Yeah. The Kennedy was a self-made attorney general, or a self-made, like, isn't he a senator right now? JFK? No, he's a representative.
JFK is dead.
Yeah, I was about to say JFK is
dead. Robert Kennedy? What's the new Kennedy?
Robert Kennedy's dead.
The hot
he
Kennedy
died too.
kid.
Ted Kennedy's dead.
Who's the hot Kennedy guy?
There's a Kennedy that's hot.
There is a
25-year-old
Kennedy who keeps, like, being rumored to run for president. He's super hot. He's like,
well, he can't run for
like
president.
He's like a redheaded. I know, whatever.
Young.
He's too young. He's a hot politician.
Eunice Kennedy.
He's the last Kennedy who's like young and hot and doing shit. I forget his name. He's a Kennedy.
Well, maybe we'll see from him in like
not
10 years.
JFK, but
Didn't Taylor Swift break his heart?
Robert Kennedy.
She was
What
dating
is his
Lieutenant
name?
Kennedy.
You know his name, right?
You're
fucking with me, right?
Did she?
I don't know. It's a Kennedy name.
He's
I
a
don't
Kennedy.
know.
He's the Kennedy.
Maybe it's Ken Kennedy. I don't know.
I don't fucking. You know it. You have to know it.
Did Taylor Swift date a Kennedy?
She did.
Yeah, she did.
Briefly.
This guy. The guy I'm talking about.
That you're
yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll just look it up.
He's
later.
also like a politician.
Oh, I had no idea.
From like Cape Cod.
Well, yeah, that's
That's where they're from.
Kennedys.
Yeah, that's where they're from. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, no, he's not. My point being that he's also not a self-made politician.
I'm looking
right?
it up right now.
No,
His last name is fucking Kennedy. He's not a self-made
and
politician.
he's going into politics.
Yes.
It's not self-made.
Jeb Bush did not earn shit. He was handed control of Florida.
He didn't get shit either.
He got Florida.
His name is probably Joseph Kennedy.
Joe Kennedy.
Yeah.
Joe Kennedy III.
Yeah. He is 25 years old.
He's a representative.
He's 38 years old.
He's 38.
Oh, he can
Yes.
run for president.
He's still hot though.
You think
He's a hot
You
38
think he's
year old
hot?
Yeah.
That is.
You guys get that at home?
He put his mic against his phone.
You get that at home?
Look up Joe Kennedy.
I could hear.
This is not the one
I could hear.
Taylor
it.
Swift
You just
dated.
got to move the mic around, and
Really?
then
That's
the
not
users
him.
can hear it.
Who did Taylor Swift date then?
Let's find out. Google. Hey Siri. Which Kennedy did Taylor Swift date?
I found something on the web about which Kennedy did Taylor Swift date.
Connor Kennedy.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks. Siri.
Not the same guy.
I just want to say I am so glad that iPhone exists. Thank you, Tim Apple, for releasing that iPhone.
Tim Apple, our Lord and Savior, the only other non-billionaire who should exist.
Yes, him and Bill Gates should have a baby together.
650 million. He'll get there someday though. To the list
That's
of
how much
billionaires. Yeah,
Oh, is
Right?
he not a billionaire?
Yeah, he's not a billionaire.
he's not. He's
Oh,
a
okay.
650 millionaire. He'll get up there someday, and then we can hate him.
When they released the
Tim-
foldable phone.
Tim Apple. No, Samsung already did it. Too late, fucking Apple. Slackers. You stopped innovating when Tim Apple died or whatever. Steve Apple died.
Steve Apple
Steve
died.
Grady Smith died.
Yeah, when Steve and Granny Smith died,
Steve McIntosh.
they stopped being innovative, so that's on them. I guess it's on Steve. Ooh. How'd you like your hot take on the Game of Thrones trailer? Go.
I'm not watching any trailers. I'm just gonna watch the show raw.
I also have not watched the trailer, and I'm
Ooh.
totally going in blind.
Yeah, because they usually give too much away.
That's
Even
how I
the-
feel about most trailers, and it's like I'd rather go in blind and everything be a surprise.
I did hear they're gonna do the Battle of Winterfell, which is probably obvious. Everyone probably
Yeah.
knew was gonna happen.
I mean,
'cause
that's
You
it's
kinda
the last
need
season.
to.
It's the last season.
spoilers. The wall came down. Part of it came down 2 years ago when that season aired.
Thanks, Dead Dragon.
You know what pissed me off about that? Let me hold on.
Yeah, that they killed the dragon.
No, that was it was gonna happen though. You knew it was gonna happen.
No, I didn't think it was gonna happen that soon.
One of the dragons was going to die. It was bound to happen.
Yeah, but not that soon. I thought it was
It's the
one of
last
them,
season.
One of them would die. No, it
There's
was the second
like-
to last season.
There's like
Yeah,
8
but
hours
it
left.
was the
second to last.
penultimate episode.
Was it second to last? I thought it was
Yes, it
The
was
last season
penultimate.
has not come out yet.
the previous season is what I mean.
Okay.
And
I
so
thought they
second to
would
last season,
kill
there's only
one-
like 8 hours left.
This is what happened.
That's
I will tell you, Tony.
You know how many people died in Infinity War? No, yeah. What is Infinity War?
Yes.
yeah, Infinity War.
Yeah, that was less than 2 hours, or more than. It was less than 8 hours. my
Yeah,
bad.
and it set it up for another 2 hours.
3.
but still less than 8.
Oh,
Four
is
is
it
four
going to
still
be
less than
3?
It's
8.
probably, they got good reactions for test screenings. They'd hopefully keep it at 3.
6 is still less than 8.
Yeah. So, anyways, Game of Thrones. Spoilers. Who's not caught up on Game of Thrones from 2 years ago?
Yeah, it's about time you should be caught up.
You should
the
be caught up,
dragon
yeah.
died in the second last episode
Yep,
because that's when they were beyond the wall trying to get the White to bring back to King's Landing for Cersei.
they got one.
They did get one.
Yeah.
And then the final scene
We all know how
of
that
that
worked out.
season is the dragon tearing down the wall. But
The White Dragon, White being WIGHT.
yes,
the
the zombie.
the zombie dragon.
But here's my thing.
He's got a thing.
In the books, there is this mythical device teased beyond the wall court called the Horn of Winter,
Ooh.
and it has been teased. And they've released the Winds of Winter, which is the next written book. The cover art is a horn, which is the Wind of Winter.
Uh-huh.
So this is supposed to be when it is blown, it is a magical horn that brings down the wall altogether. Like the entire wall crumbles because the wall has.
So you don't think they're gonna do it?
The
then?
wall has magic in it. I think in the book they will, but not.
Right.
It's very expensive to make that happen.
Yeah.
And then people will be like, "What the fuck is this horn?" And then also in the books,
Because it hasn't been referenced. Yeah.
Euron, the guy from the Iron Islands,
Euron.
Euron. I think, either way,
Euron
Yeah.
Greyjoy. Yeah.
Euron.
he is.
Euron.
So in the book, he is supposedly, he left for most of the beginning of the books. He was gone out there in the world, sailing around on a ship.
He's not even referenced in the show until
Euron?
No, very
until
late.
until later on.
Like later seasons.
Yeah.
But he's supposed to also have a device called something about it's like a dragon horn, which can be blown to control dragons. And that might actually happen in the books if they do but the book's different.
That's weird.
Yes, but it's a magical device.
Right, but why would he have that if the dragons weren't around?
Because the dragons have been around before it.
That's silly.
And he's been sailing around the world. Like, there's a whole other continent the show doesn't even talk about.
The third continent?
It's another one, east. It's like an east
Easteros.
way out there. Something like that. But
Yeah,
the show,
Easteros.
but there's a continent that they don't even talk about.
No,
in
they
the
do
show.
talk. They do talk about it because the bank is on that continent.
That's Bravos.
Yeah, the Bank of Bravos is on that continent.
Is Bravos on that third continent?
Yeah.
No, there's
yeah.
there's a whole other continent that
No, it
the
is.
show.
It's on the third
No, listen,
continent.
I thought Bravos was an island.
That's the second continent.
No, the second continent's to the east.
That's what I said.
The plain lands where
Westeros. No, that's all in the same continent you're thinking of. That's the same generic spot. There's another
no,
spot.
because they go west
I
to
need
get to Bravos.
They go, no, Westeros is west.
I know. West of Westeros is the Bank of Bravos. Northwest of Westeros.
They don't go like this. They go like this.
They go west to get to the Bank of
That's
Bravos.
east. Oh, you're pointing this way.
I'm pointing this way. Yeah, they go
Either way,
west.
there is a
I know
continent-
this is true.
There's a continent they haven't explored.
Okay. If it's not the same
They won't
continent
do it
that
in the
Bravos
books
is on,
either.
I don't know then.
Well, it's a big world.
Well, maybe we're just going to get a new series.
They are. They're doing
About
a
the
prequel
Western
series.
continent. Mm.
Can't
Yeah, wait. So hold on. The White Walkers are only a problem for Westeros, right?
Yes, but if you remember
So this is some bullshit.
when they can freeze water if they walk over it.
Yeah, so they're gonna fucking walk over to the plains.
They
land?
walk through fucking the whole fucking winter, fucking north of the wall.
Yeah, but that's only. I mean, if you look at the map, it's only like
It took them like
a
8
fraction.
seasons.
Yeah, and exactly. So it's gonna take them like 5
but now they
years
have
to
a
walk across
now
the
they
ocean.
have a dragon.
Dragon, they got horses.
I don't think they could walk across the ocean.
They don't have to.
They
The
have
horses
plenty
could.
of time, man. They can do this.
I don't think they could.
Boats.
They could use boats. They'd have to though. There's
take-
no way. Like, cause like that ocean is pretty big.
Take over the Iron Islands.
It's like that ocean is like wider than Westeros is wide, and the part north of the wall is skinnier than that. So it took them 8 seasons to walk from a
Yeah,
part.
but you don't know what they were
like-
doing with those 8 seasons. They
You
were
know, if
doing
they
something
wanted to
up
go
there.
west,
to Bravos
well, yeah, just the boats from.
I don't want like
from the Iron Islands.
I forget the house name.
The Iron Islands.
Well, yeah, the Iron Islands,
Yeah.
but I don't remember the house name.
The Sunken God. I don't remember the house name either.
They're not
I-
important.
I really hope in this season.
I hope they all die. They just wipe out that island.
So this is what I think. I have a theory. My theory of what's going to happen is that the good army, the Daenerys Snow ally army, with all of Daenerys' soldiers and all of Jon Snow's soldiers, are going to be like fighting the White Walkers, and then Cersei's army is going to come in after and just kill them.
Yeah.
And then Cersei's going to keep the throne, because that would make the most sense.
Cersei is not going to keep the throne.
So this is
I hope not. But
this is what
what I would see.
George
happening.
R. Martin said about the ending. It's a bittersweet ending,
Okay.
and I really don't think that's going to happen. I think if Cersei doesn't get her like comeuppance, people will be like, "This is a stupid fucking show." Like Cersei
She's gonna get her comeuppance, I think, but I don't know if it's gonna be before she kills Jon.
I think Jaime is going to kill Cersei
That would be very poetic.
because that's
actually.
if you
That would be great.
because
That would be
in the
really
book
good.
it's prophesized that her brother's going to kill her,
That would be really
and people
poetic.
always assume it's Tyrion that she heard, but Jaime is younger than her,
Wow, that is really clever.
so it's either
He would be
Jaime
in line for the
or
throne.
Arya with the mask.
I mean, or it could be Arya made to look like Jaime.
Yeah, with the mask.
Yeah.
Arya could kill
yeah.
Jaime and then
Yeah, take his face.
Take his face.
I hope not. Jaime's like he's had a really good arc. He's like redeemed himself.
I think
I agree.
No, I don't want
I
him.
agree.
I don't think his redemption deserves him to survive.
Well, I don't
though.
think I don't think it was a really good redemption. He more had no choice because
he was forced into that.
Without a hand, he's no longer the greatest fighter, and
Yeah.
who really cares? Like he's just washed up knight.
Yeah. He's so washed up. It's true.
He's so washed up.
So washed up.
Second-
That's my
second
word of the
string.
day.
That's
I think
a good
Braun's
word.
going to survive. Don't worry,
Or
Braun will make
words
it.
of the
Braun will
day.
make it.
Braun has to make it. I'll cry if Braun doesn't make it.
I wouldn't mind if Braun died. That'd be pretty.
He has to die in a good
entertaining.
way, though. He has to do something.
I don't think
noble.
they'll give him a good death if he dies.
Yeah, well, you're probably right, but
He'll
I'll be
probably just
sad.
get like eaten alive by like whites.
Yeah, probably.
Go,
I mean, that is
save
the most
yourself.
likely. Yeah.
And then, or he just transcends
Yeah.
and just
Jesus.
leaves his body, and then his body dies. But then he's.
I'm gonna be really mad if they don't do anything about the fact that Braun can influence the past. Because
Bran.
Bran,
He said Braun.
yeah, Bran.
I thought it was. Is it Bran?
Bran, yeah,
Braun is the sellsword who helped Tyrion in the first season,
yes.
and he
Oh,
helped
you're
Jaime at Dorne.
But Bran
Bran is
the
a
Stark.
three-eyed raven.
Yes, I'm gonna be so sad if Bran doesn't actually affect the past because they hinted at the fact
They
that he
do.
could communicate because he yells out to his father and his father turns around and looks as if he heard him.
Yeah.
And if,
Yep.
if they don't follow up on that, I'm gonna be mad because that is such a
Well, the theory is
game-breaking
Well, how do you know
theory.
that they can see him?
No, I don't think that he can be seen from the past. I think he can be heard through time.
So here's what the theory is. My knee's up now.
Oh yeah, he did the dad mansplaining.
So
knee
you know the
lift.
Mad King when he was saying
I see a dick outline.
Aegon? Aegon? No, not Aegon. Wait, yeah, Aegon was the Mad King,
I'm
right?
just calling him Mad King. Daenerys' father.
Yeah, Aegon turned
Uh,
Argon.
When he
Noble
was
guys.
so when he burned
I'm really liking this mansplaining.
when he burned the Ned's brother
yeah.
and father, he was saying burn them all,
Yeah.
and that's theorized that is actually Bran unknowingly influencing him.
Oh. And he was accidentally talking about the White Walkers.
Yes. And
oh my
it was
god.
just like with Hodor when Hodor got
yes.
fucked up on that shit.
Hodor, hold the door. And then he was like, burn them all. But it's actually Bran talking about the White Walkers. That is amazing.
And it's also theorized that he going way back in time
I don't
when he
believe it.
was.
no, I want that to be true.
I don't
It
think
just
that'll
matters
happen.
if how much you put in incest being like driving somebody mad. Because the Mad King was a product of an incestuous relationship, just like
Who else was a product?
Joffrey.
Joffrey. All of Joffrey's brother and sister, but his brother and sister were pretty normal.
It's just like hit or miss. That's what they said in in the show or books. You never know.
Jon Snow.
Sounds about right.
Well, no, Jon Snow
No.
isn't.
They
But Jon
kept that
Snow's
probably
kid would be.
Anatomically accurate.
Jon Snow's kid with Daenerys would be incest.
Daenerys is probably gonna die. Let's just say it now.
half incest. This is half sister, right?
It's his aunt.
It's his aunt.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
aunt and nephew.
Shit. It's
Yeah,
gross.
and then they also theorized that Bran went way back in time and built the wall as Bran the Builder. But that's a little much for me.
Okay, that's definitely not true.
After you take away the bread, cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, and mayonnaise, what have you got? Well, with Oscar Mayer Bologna, you've got meat, and lots of it. Cuts from the beef brisket, chuck, round, and flank. Cuts of pork side and shoulder, never cereal or filler. Oscar Mayer Bologna. The beginning of a beautiful sandwich.
What do you think of this level 1 gun thing from Anthem? Did you see this?
Oh, I tested this out yesterday because I saw it and like immediately just stopped what I was doing. And
Yeah,
went
you
on,
like this is way
went
more
on and
important
started
than
playing.
anything I'm
Yeah,
doing.
exactly.
Anthem is a game.
And it is an absolute disgrace on how
It's true.
how many bugs are in this game. And like
it breaks
so like
PS4s.
Oh no.
The-
yeah,
the honeymoon-
it causes them to
the
crash.
honeymoon phase for
It
Anthem
bricks some PS4s.
It
for
bricks
me is
them?
over.
It bricks some PS4s.
It does not brick them.
Yes, it has. That's how the internet.
It corrupts their file architecture or something, and so you have to put your
It's a
PS4.
soft brick.
It's a soft brick.
Okay.
You have to put your PS4 in debug mode, and then like
That's still
you
a brick.
Oh, it's so
basically
easy.
just like rebuild the system.
That's still a brick.
You
It's
don't-
just a soft
yeah,
brick.
it's a soft brick. It's not
But,
like,
like,
an actual.
Jesus
You need to go
Christ.
get a new PS4.
That's
kind
really
of thing.
bad though.
But like
It's-
Jesus.
well, so it's not terrible because
you
it
just have to
can hap-
rebuild your PS4.
it can happen to other PS4
It's called-
games. It's not
You're learning
exclusively. It's not exclusive to this game.
okay.
There has been instances other games doing it.
It's still really
It's just
bad.
this case is a little bit more widespread, and on top of all the other issues this game is having,
Mm.
it's just really sad. I did
That's-
try this level 1 gun bug, and it is 100% true that a level 1 weapon is probably one of the strongest weapons in the game. You can have a level
because of
40
a scaling bug, right?
scaling bug. So
Yeah.
the maximum level is level 47 for your weapon, legendary. And you can have plus 250% critical damage, plus 250% damage.
Yeah.
And this level 1 weapon will still do more damage
Yeah.
than that gun.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yep. So that's
I'm also hearing that abilities are the same way.
oh shit.
Yep.
Level 1 abilities.
All level 1 stuff.
Oh no.
It's
That's such a glaring oversight.
This is
from
what
a,
happens
from a programming perspective.
this is
This is what happens when you have pop punk bands from the mid 2000s make games.
What?
I don't know that reference.
What's a I don't
Good
get it.
Charlotte
No.
Anthem. Remember that song? Yeah.
No.
Nope.
No.
I'm
It's a
old.
bad, it's a bad
we're
reference.
lost.
I'm 30.
We're lost on that.
What do you think of Brigida 2.0?
I haven't seen-
Baptista.
Oh, Batiste. Yep.
Batiste.
I haven't played them. I don't play PTR. I see no point of ever playing PTR. I'll wait until they come out.
I
on
saw
live.
that Punch Kid playing Batiste. He liked him. It's pretty good.
I mean, it's gonna
He was
shake up
owning.
the. It's gonna shake up the meta. They think
the meta.
the meta. They think that it's gonna switch to a bunker composition rather than a goats composition, which will be.
So shield.
It'll
probably-
honestly,
probably
it'll probably be a lot more boring than goats. I think
It's-
goats is much more entertaining to
This is
Do you
watch.
think
pretty
this
boring.
is an indirect buff to Reinhardt and Orisa?
It's an indirect buff to Orisa, that's for sure.
For sure, Orisa.
Orisa's getting buffed in general, and so
Yeah.
now that Batiste is going to be there, it's going to be Orisa, Batiste, and
Lucio,
what's his
probably.
face? No, it's Bastion.
Oh,
Bunker
yeah.
composition
Bunker,
uses
yeah.
Bastion for.
Torbjorn probably.
Yep, Torb would work too. Atlanta Rain will definitely run Torb, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh shit. You do you want to talk about Uprising?
Sure, I might as well.
It's a sport the Tony Sports Corner for Uprising.
Tony Sports Corner,
Yeah.
brought to you by nobody.
Brought to you by Boston Uprising.
But they don't pay me.
Yeah, but that's who it's brought to you by.
Well, so the Boston Uprising played 2 games this past week and walked away with a 1 win and 1 loss. On Thursday, they versed the Seoul Dynasty and took them 3 games to 1.
Damn.
It was actually a really entertaining game. Fusions popped off. Seoul Dynasty
Fusion's always popping off.
Well, yeah. So Seoul Dynasty has been known to be weak to aggressive teams. They are very strong in goats v
They
goats,
cave under the pressure.
and they just as soon as somebody starts getting more aggressive than like tit for tat, trying to get one pick,
Yeah.
they scatter and have no like
They
sort of
panic,
structure. It's just panic, pure panic for them.
That's
And
the problem
so-
a lot of teams have though.
Well,
I mean Uprising
not-
has that problem too.
Uprising has a problem with Sombra and only
Yeah.
Sombra.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, no, it's bad.
Yeah.
However, we are Fusions is a very aggressive tank, and so
Yeah.
when Fusions just runs in,
Understatement.
you're terrified because this big old Reinhardt's swinging his hammer around.
Yeah, it's an understatement.
So this game was really interesting because we lost on one of our best maps out of the entire last season and this season.
Dorado?
No, Anubis. Anubis is one of our best maps by stats.
Shit.
And we lost. We lost on that map to them. However,
from rushing. This is getting into the weeds.
yeah, it's more getting into the weeds. I think it was just Seoul really outplayed us in some ways. They knew where
They
to
just
go.
did their homework better.
They did their homework.
Okay.
They've seen us play Anubis plenty of times. However, on the very next map, we went to Rialto, which is Seoul's best map,
Ooh.
and we beat them on that. We had I think we held them.
It's a lot of big brain plays then.
Yeah, seriously.
If we're overcoming people's best maps.
Yeah, it was
on both sides.
The game was just a complete clusterfuck of
Vinny has more
losing
water
on your
his
best map.
He has more water on his shirt now.
It's because the PEDs.
Are you sure it's not more sweat? Anyways, on Sunday
Oh my
we
God.
lost to Toronto
Oh my
Defiant.
fucking God. This is
Almost
just like,
done,
this is
almost
like
done.
sports
Yeah.
talk. It's just
It
as
is.
bad.
It is sports.
talk.
NBA's full of cruck and cry babies.
Oh yeah, everybody's crying about the NBA. The
Lakers suck.
Lakers suck. Celtics suck.
Celtics, they won the last 2 games. Coming back up.
Yeah, they lost every game before that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, how are the Celtics doing?
Super.
Bad.
Super.
Except for the last 2 games.
Super. Kyrie Irving's a drama queen.
Yeah,
Same
what
with
happened to
LeBron.
this
Do you
Kyrie
understand
rant?
this? I don't know about this.
So Kyrie was saying like he was walking to the locker room. He's like, I'm not gonna miss this when I'm gone. And someone took it out of context on
Oh,
Barstool.
God, Jesus.
They made it sound like he hates the Celtics, but it's not what he said.
I did hear that there's rumors of Kyrie wanting to leave the Celtics. Is this where it came from? Is this one statement?
Probably.
Yeah. That seems very sportscaster of a thing.
Just finish your esports. Let's go. Finish.
Oh, esports. Oh, you want to go back? So
I got a great story about deodorant.
Yeah,
go.
so on Sunday the Boston Uprising lost to the Defiant 1-3. They pulled a soul. They pulled a soul on us.
Reverse sweep or
We did. There was not a reverse sweep. We came out, lost both games before the half. They took Busan 2-0. They took Hollywood 3-2. Just completely stopped from getting any sort of progress on them.
it's tough. That's tough to come back
We
from.
did win on Temple of Anubis.
Well, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's our map.
Yep, we finally came back, and then we actually ended up losing on Rialto the next moment, 1-2. In this
And that's the
game,
series.
Boston this week was weird because they came out great on Thursday, but on Sunday they just came out and played like shit. Like we had
Hungover.
Too hungover.
yeah,
Yeah,
seriously, we had Color Hex was just getting out of
They must have
position
gone to
and,
Hennessy's the night before.
and picked off first every fight. Color Hex plays our Zarya, and that's the only sort of damage you have in this composition that we run.
the
Zarya,
Zarya.
when
if
Zarya
he's off his game-
dies, we have no damage.
Right. If he's off his game, then no energy and no damage.
Yeah, no, he was just getting completely outplayed.
It's
by
hard
Ivy.
to have a single point of failure in those kind of matches.
Ivy is incredible. He was he was always taking the high grounds, pushing us off completely on his own. We just let him run free, and he just ripped us
He's from
apart.
Toronto, right?
Yeah, he's on Toronto.
Yeah.
Toronto's actually the team that we had our old support Neko go to, and Neko showed really good promise and proved that
For Toronto.
why he started over
For Toronto?
for Toronto,
Yeah.
and proved why he started over Aim God while he was on our team.
Yeah. Well,
Aim God has been good this
Aimgod's
season,
not
but
bad, yeah.
I've never thought that. I always thought that
gotta
Neko
move on.
was high.
if I had an esports team, you know what I call it?
What would you call it?
Hackers with a Z.
Oh God. You mean the movie?
No, that was with an S. This is
Oh,
with
it
a
was
Z.
with a-
Well,
it was with an
what
S.
would your mascot be, or your
Hackers.
team logo?
Oh, it'd be fucking. I'd have a GIF and the Matrix text falling.
Did you see that Jimmy's icon in Slack is him holding a pair of ice skates with Sombra slip covers?
No, I did not. I knew that it was him, but I didn't
Yeah.
see that it was Sombra slip covers.
Jimmy's is his icon in Slack is him holding Sombra slip covers on ice skates.
So I got some deodorant.
It is.
That's dope, right?
It is Sombra slip covers on ice skates.
I like the smell of this deodorant.
Yeah, tell us about your deodorant.
So you ever just smell something and it brings you back?
Oh, I love that.
What kind of deodorant is
This
it?
is I don't know.
Old Spice?
No, it's the green one.
The wrong kind.
The
Irish Spring?
No, the green one.
That's Irish
Speed.
Spring.
No, it's Speed.
It might be Speed Stick.
I wanna
Why
know
don't
what
you
it
go
is.
Speed
now.
grab
Stick is
it?
white. You got to leave his mic behind. Quick, back to sports talk.
Back to sports talk.
No,
Anyways,
no. Well, we got let's see what else there was.
there's plenty of
Degree,
news
he says.
headlines.
There was a lot of headlines. There's been a lot of news.
On the way over here, I heard that Amazon actually stopped buying products from wholesale sellers. They stopped buying
Wholesalers? What?
wholesales. Yeah.
Yeah, why? What does
So
that mean?
they want them to instead sell their products to other customers on their store.
From providers. Like, you mean like take the shipping cost away from Amazon?
Pretty much.
Do they still get free Amazon Prime shipping?
We'll pay Amazon to
just host it.
hold
Yeah.
all of their storage and ship stuff out to customers
So
rather
wait.
than Amazon buying it and then selling it themselves.
So fulfillment by Amazon. There's
Yes.
there's a product called fulfillment by Amazon where you can send your shit to Amazon's warehouse and
I
they'll
believe
sell it for you.
I believe that's what they were talking
Okay.
about.
So
It
they're going
it
from-
happened today. A bunch of Amazon news today. It happened
Damn.
today, and I didn't have enough time to look too much into it.
Hey,
Yeah.
thanks for the prep. Really enjoy it.
You're welcome.
Here's half a story for the world to hear.
I do all
hey,
my. I do
I'm
all my
sorry.
prep.
I got stuck in an
a week
Uber,
later.
and then I got car sick trying to look up articles to talk about. So I
Oh,
was like,
man, I'm sorry.
Well, I didn't actually get car sick, but I got nauseous.
At least he showed up. Okay. At least he showed up. He's here.
The Walmart owners would love that if you died because they're billionaires.
I don't shop at Walmart, so I'm
Call-
sure that they
call
do.
back.
All right. That's a bad callback. Work harder on your
Where
callbacks.
is the nearest Walmart? There's not one
There
around
isn't
Boston.
There isn't even, yeah.
Framingham.
Yeah, I think
Jesus
I think that is the
Christ.
closest one.
That is
'Cause
a-
I remember
Yeah.
wanting to go to Walmart one
That is
day, and I looked it
abysmal.
up.
Yeah, it's our south. It goes way south.
It's because you can get stuff for 1 day delivery from Amazon for free.
Well, yeah,
Most of
Then
the
it's-
products on Amazon from inside the city limits are 1 day delivery.
And it's
If you've ever
free,
noticed that.
free one day
Yeah,
delivery
yeah,
if
no,
you
it's-
order $35 or more.
It's
in products.
it's prime 1-day shipping.
Yep.
Like on some items you just get a prime 1-day shipping upgrade. Because we're in the city, so like the warehouse is also in the city.
And
right?
Walmart.com is completely separate from Walmart and needs to ship out their products to Walmart
Right.
if you order from them.
Yeah.
Or you get it
Garbage.
delivered to your house.
They should change
You can't
their-
just order it and go pick up in store. It's
They should
not
change
like
the
that.
website to walmart.sucks with a Z.
Target you can order online and pick up in store. I've done that before.
Did you guys hear about the tornadoes?
The
This-
esports team?
No. There probably is one called the tornado.
I could probably look
With a
one up.
Z.
Yeah.
With a Z.
With a Z.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm sure of it.
No, there were these tornadoes in Alabama, right in the middle of Tornado Alley.
Is that where Tornado Alley is?
Well,
That was like
the
Kansas.
south part of it is in Alabama. Kansas
Oh,
is
yeah,
right above
yeah, yeah,
Alabama.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
That's new every day.
Yeah, the southern part of the Tornado Alley, Alabama. There was a series of tornadoes that killed 23 people, destroyed over 100 houses. It's the deadliest single tornado
Jesus
occurrence
Christ.
since 2013.
It's crazy people live in Tornado Alley. It's crazy.
Yeah. Also,
But you know why?
People
The
live in
fu-
New Orleans.
The fucking billionaires keep them there. The billionaires are the problem.
Well, if you live in those
Billionaires
places,
don't live in Alabama.
Yeah,
no,
no
but
shit.
the problem is that if you live in those places, you can't escape because if you want to move, you have to sell your house. No one buys your house. You don't have the money to move. And nobody is buying the houses there. So they're literally stuck in these houses that they've had there. And
I'm hearing nobody is buying houses at the moment.
True. Also true. So that's the secondary problem.
I just need a recession to hit, and then I'll buy a
Seriously.
house.
I feel like anybody who talks about the tornado or like any sort of like wildfires or flooding or anything like that, it's like almost irresponsible to talk about it as news if you're not also talking about climate change as part of like this as a related cause, because it's like a direct cause for the increase in the frequency of tornadoes, hurricanes.
Don't tell my old boss that. He won't believe you.
wildfires.
Climate
Like,
change.
Where's your sources?
Climate change isn't real.
Are they from scientists?
Yes, every scientist.
Look at the graphs. It's not true.
You're gonna have so much fun playing with your gain when you edit this.
Yeah.
So
Once
loud.
it normalizes and it fixes it.
Oh,
Quick
sure.
update. I did not find a esports team
Called-
named the Tornadoes.
Okay.
With a
Okay.
Z.
With a Z.
Okay.
What about without a Z?
No.
There's plenty of
No, this is
names that have tornado in it.
Tony,
but
this is what we're
not
gonna do.
just
We're gonna start
tornadoes.
we're gonna start an esports team. It's
We're
gonna
going to
be
be the
called
Tornadoes.
the Hackers, Tornadoes, or Tornadoes Hackers.
Tornado hackers.
All Z's.
The tornado hackers.
XX in the front, XX in the back. Underscores the whole
420.
No, you can't do the X's. In the
420
team
headshot.
name, you can have the X's on the player names. We should have all of our players with XX on either side of their name.
Is it headshots with a Z 420 with X's on either side?
Yes, it is. But it's head HED because there's
Yeah.
not enough room on
Sure.
the Microsoft
And the only game we're
Okay.
gonna play
gamer tags.
is Corey
Yeah.
in the house and the GBA. That's it.
No DLC.
No, we're just gonna
It's just the
There's
original.
no
Speed runs.
There's no multiplayer, but we're gonna make it work.
Oh, is there a multiplayer? I've never
No,
played it.
no,
No, there's
not.
not.
There's
Oh,
no
yeah,
way.
so speed runs.
Yeah,
all we're gonna
it's just
do.
speed runs.
Just
Just
speed
playing
runs.
the same game over and over
We're
again.
gonna rent out the garden. We're gonna play it on the big screen.
Did you ever do that when you were a kid? Have like a LAN party and you played video games over a projector?
I didn't have any friends. when I
I've
was
never
younger.
had a projector, so no.
Never have you? I
I've
had
never
this a
had
couple.
friends.
I did this a couple of times. I actually did it with my Boy Scout troop back in middle school and high school. My Boy Scout troop would have sleepovers in our church, and we would play Xbox 360 games over a projector, multiplayer.
That sounds pretty legit.
It was so legit. It was. I had more fun playing LAN parties with my Boy Scout troop than I did with any of my friends.
Well, it's your boys. I get it.
They were my boys.
With the Z.
My LAN parties always included at least 6 liters of Mountain Dew.
I
in
remember-
some way, shape, or
Disgusting.
form.
I remember the only time I ever went over to your house was the IT shop LAN party that you hosted.
Which one was that?
The only one I was at. There's more than one, but
Where
I
the
only went.
fuck was my invite, Johnny?
I only went to one of them. But I remember.
I gave it. I told him to tell you to invite you
I didn't
over.
want. I didn't want to invite him. Now you've outed
Yeah,
me.
awkward.
Yeah.
When you were in the
Awkward.
when you were in the Boy Scouts, did you sell the popcorn?
Oh yeah, we sold the popcorn. We sold candy bars too.
Fucking
Cho-
that
chocolate bars.
popcorn is fucking expensive.
It is.
What the hell is up with that?
The chocolate bars were better. They had fillings in them.
The Girl Scout cookies are now also really expensive.
But
They've gone up. Yeah.
I think there's more value in the cookies than the fucking popcorn they sell. Those hustlers
True.
at the store.
True.
Oh,
Well, the
yeah.
candy bars are the
It's
best ones of all.
$15. I'm like, I don't have any cash. We take card now.
The candy
Well,
bars.
fuck.
Yeah. No. Yeah. They do. They take square payments. They're fucking Girl Scouts.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh man,
Boy Scouts with a Z coming back at you.
we got to get through these other local news points.
Better hurry the
Boy
fuck
Scout
up.
hackers.
These are important though.
You
These
better
are-
fucking hit these fast.
I know, but this is important because these local news ones, these are what the people want to hear. You know,
Yeah.
I got 2 points of news here.
Not
that are
esports?
for local. No, they're local news. We do.
Why is esports with an S not a Z? That's what I want to know now.
that is irresponsible for them to not?
Esports.
It's a shame.
Esports.
It's in the game.
Oh God,
Yeah.
we're crossing too many lines. Like the
Lines
the
with a Z.
SEC.
Lines with a Z.
The SEC is gonna come and bust us.
No, the Z easy.
So do you remember
I'm
how all these nightclubs have been getting people abducted and kidnapped and killed and shit?
Oh, Hennessy's?
City, yeah, and the other one recently.
Hennessy?
No, there was another one.
The
don't
venue,
know.
right?
I don't know.
Was it called Venue?
I don't
Sorry.
go out anymore. I'm 30.
It was the girl who was found dead in a car trunk.
Oh,
um,
yeah.
That
I remember
one.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's also
Awful.
that was also from a nightclub. City Council, Boston City Council, has committed to address the nightclub safety issue. They are going to make substantive and helpful moves
What are they
and
gonna do?
motions to redress the issue in an effective and timely manner because the citizens are concerned. I mean, I don't know what the fuck they're going to do, but
Okay.
they're holding a listening session is what they're doing.
Well, we'll see what
goddamn.
comes about.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
if
all
they
we
can
can really do.
if they can find a way to like fix the problem,
More the power to them.
fine, great.
Rule
But,
number
like,
1. Do
But
not let
like,
girls leave by
how?
themselves.
Yeah.
Like that's the only
How-
thing
are they
that
gonna
ran
enforce
across my
that?
mind is
Yeah.
just how. Like how?
No.
What,
You know
what?
are you going
Okay,
to do?
exactly.
This is what I
Yeah.
think they should do. This is my serious...
Vinny, you
this
can go
is-
to the talking session.
I'm not going to go. This is my serious thing they should do.
You can have direct
So-
action with your representatives.
When you hire a bouncer for a bar, is there any training for that? Are they just like... You
Yes,
just there
there
to
is.
kick... But
There-
what is
there
it?
is training.
What is the training?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Depends on the bar.
But is it just training on how to like get people out of there, or is it how to like handle situations? Is it like what is it? Because these bouncers are literally just kicking on people out of the bar, like
So,
females.
like in this last situation, what could the bouncer have even done? Like, didn't the
I don't know.
girl willingly
Nothing.
go into the dude's
I don't know.
car?
I don't
know
Like it
enough
was just
about
kind of
this.
like
I mean, I think there's a
I
certain
don't
point.
know the situation of her leaving nightclub, her being in car.
I
but
think
I
there's a
thought
certain
from
point-
like multiple news sources that I've read that she just kind of walked into his.
I think
Maybe
there's a
we
certain
should-
point where you can't really know whether
we
or
should
not
just
they're doing
keep,
it willingly. If they're being ushered away by a guy, you would have to essentially stop the guy, take the girl
Yeah.
aside, and say, "Do you want to actively want to go with this guy?" And you'd have to do that with
but
every person leaving
at what point though is it no longer the nightclub's responsibility? They left the venue.
Yeah,
As they leave.
They can't-
As they leave is the only
yeah.
point.
I guess
Because
as
if
they
they're
leave.
if they're intercepted on the street, that's a separate problem. But in that case, you could also make
Maybe-
sure that person gets a ride home,
Maybe
so that
you
they're not
just-
walking around
I
on
don't
the
know,
street.
Teach common sense more, but they're drunk. You can't do it anymore. I don't know. They're
yeah, it
drunk.
seems like
That's
a
it.
lot from a bouncer that stands out in
Yeah.
front
Right,
of a door
exactly.
and gets people in.
So you would probably have to have a secondary job that isn't bouncer. The
Yeah.
bouncer's there to keep you safe,
That is
break
hire
up
someone
fights
else.
and shit. The secondary job would be like community liaison
So
officer.
we need some HR reps in there.
yeah.
Human
you
resources
would
need
get
to
a
be at the
human
bar.
resources person to make
You
sure
know,
the
it's-
person.
it's
you just
1
want to make
a.m..
sure people get home safe.
Here's a PowerPoint briefing.
So you could like bring the girl aside and say, "Are you willingly going with this person?" And second of all, if you don't have a ride, I will help you find a ride.
Yeah.
That would be one possible solution I could think of. The
You'll
last
never get into a bar if there's a line. If that is the case.
last piece of news here, Brookline is getting Boston's first recreational marijuana shop in
Wow.
a few weeks
Wow.
time.
Is it the same one that has its location out in Western Mass that already is a recreational shop?
I think so.
Because I know that they have a Brookline location.
It's called
and
SETA.
Yeah,
something
I
like
think
that.
I want to say that
It's
is
like
it.
a four-letter
but I'm
word with an
honestly
E
just
and a T and
talking
an
out of my ass
A.
at that
Weta or
point.
something like that.
I did look up the locations out in Western Mass, and I did notice they had a Brookline location. I looked at it and it was like, oh, that's not a recreational spot yet.
It
So,
is a few weeks out. They have gotten one of the almost final stages of approval from the Cannabis Control Commission of Boston. They have the final approval in the works, and they just need to get a certificate to operate, and they need to publish their stocks, their like wares. They need to publish their list of everything they're going to keep in stock, and then get that approved, and then they'll be good.
good for them.
Know what I learned? Federal employees, including people in the military, cannot own marijuana stocks.
Really?
Really?
I own some marijuana stocks.
You can't own it
I did not know that.
because it is federally illegal still to possess marijuana.
I own Canadian
You
marijuana
would think
company
that
stocks.
they wouldn't have control over the stocks, but
I own
you-
Canadian
I guess whatever they want
marijuana
to do.
stock. So there's some.
That's cool.
That's like the main. Like there aren't any really like publicly traded weed companies in America, but in Canada,
I thought they had like penny stocks.
No, I don't
Those
think
are-
there. No,
they
even
blow up
still?
really fast with penny stocks for weed.
there
shoot
there
up.
aren't. I don't think I've heard of any. There's not any I'm aware of. I'm on Robinhood. I'm trading stocks on Robinhood.
Okay.
And
Me
I've
too.
seen. I've
How's
seen
that going for you?
I've made more money than I've lost.
That's good.
Yeah.
Better than I did in cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
I bought some Dogecoin. Didn't go my way.
Yeah. Yikes.
I could have doubled my money, but I didn't. I held out.
I bought it during the boom. Not a good choice.
Yeah,
No.
that's a bad choice.
I made
No.
some money and then I lost it all.
The
And I
first-
reinvested.
the
Why?
first
Because the guy
stock.
went to India and died.
Huh?
You're with that guy who went to India with the crypto,
I did. I did not have.
And
I did not use
died.
that service.
and now the money mysteriously disappeared.
Wait, the money disappeared.
The wallet was empty.
Now that is hilarious. I did not hear that tidbit. I just knew that
Yeah,
this
it
guy
came out
died,
like
and
yesterday.
nobody could open the wallet because he
Yep.
had the only key.
They opened it,
and they
empty.
opened it, and it's empty. That's
Oh my god.
I wonder how he's doing.
Dead.
genius.
Is he dead? He's either killed or he faked his death
Oh wait.
Oh, he
why would
totally faked his death.
Why would
if
he do
had the
that?
password?
Why would he do that?
to
If
take
the
the
wallet-
money and run.
I thought it was like millions.
I don't
if
know
not
what- I don't
a
know what
billion
this
or
is
something.
about.
I don't think it's
Hundreds
Did
billions.
he
of- it was
steal the
hundreds
money?
of
How did
Hundreds
he?
of millions.
Eight
Did he-
billion.
he
It's
stole it?
untraceable because it's cryptocurrency.
Why,
Yes.
why did he
He-
need to run?
He went. I don't know.
Because he stole it from everyone who used his service.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
I-
Yeah. No. He
I don't
owned,
know this
he
story.
owned a cryptocurrency trading
Like
company, I
Dogecoin
believe.
or Litecoin or
Yeah.
No,
whatever.
like a trading site that you can.
Oh.
So like all of the users' wallets were in this one giant wallet or something.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
And then he just stole it all.
He went to India and died.
So he faked his death. Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
he's
He totally
living it
faked
up
his
somewhere
death.
else.
How did they get into his wallet? You need to brute force it.
I don't know, man.
I don't
That's
know.
impressive.
Maybe
if they could.
They
They
have a
said
death
they.
certificate.
It was a whole thing because they said that they had to shut down because the I don't know, CEO, was it CEO? Is that his title?
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure. The CEO died and he had the only master key.
I can't wrap anything up. My saran wrap's up there.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Why would you use need?
You're
saran
acting
wrap?
like I am the last time I was here, just trying to force this to close up.
I had somewhere to be.
I had somewhere to be last time too.
Yeah.
Last time I was here.
Yeah, the bologna store.
No, I went out for hot pot.
He needs a large,
Stuffed my face
large
full of
pizza with extra
vegetables
bologna.
and some
Ugh,
meat.
Pizza.
Large pizza, extra sausage.
Damn.
Extra sausage.
Damn.
Ooh yeah.
You need to add the good music here. Boom, 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 boom,
Yes, I remember.
in post.
Note: add music here.
Oh yeah, large sausage
Is it appropriate?
with bologna.
I'm an adult. I don't talk like that.
Well,
You should start.
this
Yeah.
It'll
is
make you feel young again.
this has been a good podcast.
This has been yeah.
Episode
Episode
50.
Episode
Better flow from the last time.
Is
I was
episode 50?
Episode 50.
Yeah.
Episode
I would say.
Episode 50. Bologna Uprising. Yep.
Bologna Uprising.
Bologna Uprising. Perfect. Yeah, because I went on a good at least 10 minutes.
I walked
talking
away.
about that. Yeah, you did. You went.
He went and peed.
Oh, nice.
Went to the bathroom. I
Yeah.
getting my coffee ready for tomorrow morning. Cleaning cups out.
Drank a cup of coffee.
Drank a pot of coffee.
Ironed his shirt.
Got water on it.
Oh yeah, shit. I don't know. Yeah. Shit, I gotta clothes for tomorrow too.
Uh,
I
He
don't
also
I
got a
don't
Manny
wanna-
and Petty.
I don't want to pick clothes at 4 a.m. It's not a good idea. It's better to do it the night before.
Vinny, where can we find you on the social medias?
I'm on Twitter.
Yeah. You on, on
Uh,
Instagram?
I'm on
How
Instagram.
can people reach you on those?
V8B8.
At V8B8
Yeah, that's
On
the
Twitter?
one. That's the one.
on
You
Instagram.
can hashtag rude dude. I might see it.
Hashtag rude dudes.
Tony, you're on social media, right? You've a lot of-
I did.
that's why you're here. 'Cause you
I
have
did
followers,
just
right?
create a Twitter because I need to get on Twitter because too many things happen on Twitter and I don't hear about
I'm
them
all
until
over.
after.
I'm all over Twitter. I'll send you links
Perfect.
all the time.
I'm on my grandma's Facebook, staying informed about.
I'm also on my grandma's Facebook.
Can people follow you on
I
Instagram?
posted pictures of my dog to my grandma's Facebook.
Can people find you on the Instagram? or your dog on the
I
Instagram?
am on Instagram, but I don't use Instagram.
Do you want to?
I
Andrew,
only
do
look
you
at
wanna
girls
plug-
on Instagram.
Do you want
I
to
won't lie.
Same. Do you want to plug your dog's Instagram?
Girls with a Z.
Honestly, I don't know
You
what
don't
my
wanna-
dog's
you don't wanna
Instagram.
plug
I don't
anything? Okay.
know what it is.
I think it's-
won't lie. I
I
don't
think it's
use
at
Instagram.
I think it's at Mercy Chow. Mercy the Chow Chow. Or no, Mercy the Chow.
Your guess is as good as
I
mine.
think
I'm not gonna lie.
Search on Instagram for Mercy the
I
Chow.
thought you had to fucking leave at
At
7:30.
Mercy the
I do have
Chow.
to leave.
It's
At Mercy the
7:40.
Chow. I'm trying to close and you're not helping.
As you can tell, I don't run that
Jesus.
Instagram account because I don't use
I
Instagram.
hope that blows out your eardrums when you're editing this.
Oh,
It
that's
blew
all
out my
I'll see it
eardrums
ahead
when
of
you
time
did it.
coming.
Anyway,
I can't hear you.
At slightly biased
my
underscore.
ears are bleeding. At slightly biased with an underscore at the end. I'm at the underscore Dr.
Change your
1994.
fucking
Follow
name,
us on
man.
Twitter and Instagram and all the shit. Do it. Do
Hey,
it
you
or
want some
else.
business cards, Tony? I got business cards.
We got
Do you have a
business
business card?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll take your business card.
Nice.
End of podcast.
We are the hashtag rude dudes.
Rude dude.
I quit.
Rude dudes. Goodbye. Signing off.
Turn this off.
If you can dream it, you can do it.
Life's what you make of it.